And here he is, the money man himself, BC.
The guy who claims to have the best hair in MPX might not have any when the night is done.
He pulled my hair!
The money man BC demanding a microphone. Are we going to have to put up with another introduction?
I hope so. I love this man. I love what he does with that mic, and I love what he does in that ring. But as usual, has a few problems working it.
I guess we'll listen to it.
How do you not enjoy this? It's amazing. I mean, Hawk could use some pointers, you know? So BC stands for Before Christ, right?
You know, the Jersey Jackass B.C. can come out here, Code, and have all the... Okay.
The man's talking. Shut up. Sorry, that was rude.
He can come out here and make all the jokes he wants, have as much fun as he wants, but like I said, he could have his hair gone from the night before the night is over, whether he likes it or not. But I gotta believe, Code, that more importantly, Jerome Daniels has much more to lose than BC. The hair will grow back.
Do you even know who BC is? That hair is everything to him. Absolutely. If people keep pulling it, it's a travesty.
The hair will go back if he loses it, but if Jerome Daniels loses, he is gone from MPX for an entire calendar year.
So you mean he can come back?
And I know that's something the MPX fans here don't want to see. I'd hate to see Jerome Daniels away from MPX for a year.
It would be a loss of a great talent. I will agree with you on that. Jerome Daniels, flawless Jerome Daniels, one hell of a competitor in MPX. You know he's been having some issues lately. Mine, like BC's been in that mine mostly, and I don't know how it's going to work out tonight.
Well, BC has played a ton of mind games with Jerome Daniels in recent weeks.
I mean, look at BC, he's just acting relaxed. And Jerome looks like he's not taking it. He's not going to let him get in his mind tonight, I don't think, but he's been there before.
Well, Jerome Daniels making his way around the ring. Some of his...
He's probably saying
what's up to some of his fans.
Well,
Jerome Daniels has
been saying goodbye to everybody is what he's doing.
Well, I don't think he's saying goodbye, but I mean, Jerome Daniels has been known to be arrogant in the past, but he's taking this very seriously. He knows one wrong move, and he could be gone from MPX for a whole year.
Well, so could BC's hair. That's a travesty. That's a national treasure, if you ask me. One hell of an athlete, though. I will say that with Jerome Daniels.
Code, you and I have both been around this business a long time. We know what it can mean to be on the shelf with an injury for a year. But, I mean, it practically would be the same thing if Jerome Daniels was out. His career could never be the same. Let's say he goes out, comes back a year later, he might not ever get back on the right track. I mean, the guy's a former MPX champion.
You are absolutely preaching the choir here, man. I took 2 years off, and it was miserable. I'll tell you that right now. And it's always good to be back, especially here at MPX. This is one hell of a show, and I'm glad everybody's. Look at this crowd tonight. You've seen such crowds, but this is awesome.
So, Code, what do you think the keys to victory are for, let's start with Jerome Daniels. What does Jerome Daniels have to do? Wait a second. There's the Jersey Spear right away. 2. No, oh my goodness.
But did Jerome kick out of that?
He did. Only a 2.
Well, that's going to probably be in BC's head now. I mean, if he just used his last missile, his very first assault was that spear, and he couldn't pin him. Wait, let's try it a second time.
BC obviously not wanting to get paid by the hour, going for that Jersey Spear right away, and he's nailed Daniels with it before. We've seen him in plenty of matches with that maneuver before.
At least be one thing to know. Jerome is fighting for his life tonight.
You know, I started to say, Code, one of what I was going to say the keys to victory for Jerome Daniels was going to be to avoid the Jersey Spear. Unfortunately,
he didn't do that very well, now did he?
not so much. I think one thing that BC might have to watch out for is that arm bar that Daniels has put so many guys away with, put so many guys on the shelf with.
I'm pretty sure he already figured out how to counter the Superman with a spear. Did you see that first off, man? I mean, but it still didn't put Jerome down. I'm a bit impressed by it because he's got to be focused. He's ready.
Wait a second. What disrespect? BC just spit in the man's face. Are you kidding me?
Let me check my rule book. That's loud. That's allowed.
You actually have a rule book?
Yeah. Hawk wrote it for me.
Is it one of those pocket-sized versions, or?
Well, it's only 2 lines. It says, "I love wrestling," and then spitting aloud right there.
We hear that code. That referee, I mean, kind of sort of trying to look out for Jerome Daniels. Doesn't want to disqualify him. Told him if he gets disqualified, he's done with.
That's true. There's those rules are still in effect. In effect. DQ's count out. Jerome's gone. DQ count out. Hair's gone.
So Daniels might want to.
That hair gone would be. I mean, can you imagine him with no hair? He's like Thor in the ring.
It might be quite the sight. I actually am curious.
You ever read the Bible? You ever heard of Samson?
I have.
You know what happens when he lost his hair?
Yes, I do.
He lost everything. Could be the same thing with BC.
So are you comparing BC to someone in the Bible, really?
Well, BC before Christ.
Nice springboard cross body block from Jerome Daniels.
And, using your body on the line like that, not a great idea, but effective. But if he'd missed, that could have made things even worse for him.
Absolutely. And what happens if there's a double count out, Code? Does BC lose the hair and Daniels is gone for a year?
I'm not going to lie, Cody.
Is that what happens?
Cody, I'm not going to lie. I'm very disappointed. I was told this was an epic rap battle and not an actual wrestling match. And so let me get over that for a second here. What'd you say?
We'll move on. I was just saying, if they both lose, wait a second, belly to back on the ring apron.
Well, he's just trying to get him back in the ring. Let's see, he's a kind guy. That's good.
Well, BC, I think, would probably, say what you want about BC. The guy's a competitor.
I like him.
I don't think he wants to win this match via countout.
Well, who wants to win via countout, via anything except pinfall or submission?
And just ramming the back and the spine of Daniels into that ring post. Referee now out on the floor trying to get these guys back in the ring.
I'm still trying to wonder how Jerome kicked out of that Jersey spear right off the bat. I mean, it was...
And a suplex right on the apron.
That's got to hurt that lower back. I mean... Have you seen these guys this competitive before? Have you seen these guys this ruthless toward each other before? These guys came in it to win it.
I've been here for a couple of years, Code, and I've been watching BC ever since his days as a tag team wrestler, and I'll give the guy credit. I might not agree with...
He's going to take a little seat and relax.
I might not agree with some of his tactics, but the guy has grown and improved so much, especially in the last year as a wrestler here in MPX, to where I wouldn't even call it an upset if he beat Jerome Daniels.
I've been in the ring with Jerome, and I'll tell you, he's also doing the same thing, stepping it up. BC showing that he's going to be that Jersey Jackass that he needs to be. I mean, he just proved it with the sitting in the chair. I actually like that. I mean, take a little breather, relax a little bit.
Makes you wonder, though, if BC is still taking this seriously and it's got knocked backwards into that chair. Wait a second. BC's got that chair in hand. If he gets disqualified, he'll lose his hair. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, he's like...
BC goading Daniels on. He wants him to hit with a chair. He wants Jerome Daniels to be gone for a year.
Hey, my referee taking the chair away. He didn't want to make this a disqualification.
Roll up.
And that's it. That's it right there. You can't... Oh, we got... Jerome Daniels is impressing me right now. I got to admit it. I mean, this guy is resilient. It's shot right to the side there.
Jerome Daniels doing the smart thing, not allowing his emotions to get the best of him, not allowing himself to get emotionally hijacked.
You missed that shot to the ribs. It's already been taken down by the Jersey spear earlier, as we saw first off in the match. If you didn't see it, you probably could blink. That's how fast it was.
Well, I mean, like I said, Daniels not allowing himself to use that chair, saving his career, at least for now anyways. But we talked about Daniels kicking out of the spear early on. Yes, he kicked out of it once, but Code, can he kick out of it twice? If BC hits that spear a second time, I got to believe, as much as I hate to say it, that Jerome Daniels' career in MPX would be over for at least the time being.
I saw Jerome Daniels come out here. He's wearing the S on his chest, but I think he forgot his cape because Big Ben BC is coming out, and he's going to take care of business. I mean, look at him. He's just manhandling Jerome right now.
Daniels...
I'm going to say it right now. I think we're going to see goodbye Jerome Daniels.
Well, I mean, based on what we've seen thus far in the match, I mean, BC's been in control most of the way. It could happen.
Hot drooling over there. Look at him. He's just in love with BC right now.
I'd rather not look at James Hawk.
Yeah, I'm sitting this side of him too.
But BC only a 2 count. Can't believe it.
Well, this is probably going to hurt BC. BC's given a lot already, a full arsenal. I mean, even his major move.
Nice jumping kick from Daniels. Caught BC right in the jaw.
And that's what I was trying to point out. That frustration is going to bring him down a notch or two with the aggression because he just really can't put Jerome down right now. He's trying, but he's not. I'm telling you, these two guys, I mean, look at them go. I mean, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. I like to see this kind of talent rise and show what they're made of, and I think this is going to actually define their careers in this business. And
what's BC doing here? BC going up.
This is what we call this might be what we call a huge mistake, Cody Cox.
Well, we don't see BC go to the top too often.
And there's probably a reason why is that right there.
Well, he just got crotched on that top turnbuckle. And Jerome Daniels with an iron claw.
Wait a minute, he's got his hair. You saw that, right?
Eat your heart out, Kevin Von Erich.
He had his hair.
And now both men perched up high. What are we going to see here? Superplex. And that might have taken as much out of Daniels as it did BC.
Maybe he did bring the cape. I'm not sure that because that was some flying right there. And I'm telling you, that's a big man to be superplexing off the top ropes. But the problem with a move like that is it takes a lot out of both men. Both men down right now trying to reel. I mean, what does a double count out mean?
Well, like I said, would it mean BC loses his hair and Daniels leaves MPX?
I guess it would. I mean, fair is fair, right?
Daniels back to his feet first as BC now with some huge shoulder thrusts into the midsection.
And that's a big guy to be using that momentum, that shoulder charge. Right.
And look at this, here's these.
Look at those elbows, there they are.
Back elbows of fury, as I like to call them.
I like the Jersey tornado. We call it that.
Are there many tornadoes in New Jersey?
Well, wind does exist.
I'm just saying.
And there he goes right now. Look at him, the referee almost in the way of that senton, that running senton.
Hook of the leg for BC. Only a 2 count.
Good for BC actually knowing where he was. Knocking that referee could have disqualified him, could have knocked the ref out, could have brought somebody in else. I mean, anything can happen here at MPX.
BC went to the well one too many times as Daniels moved out of the way. And look at that, just vicious kick to the back of the head.
Jerome Daniels
armbar. Daniels has the armbar locked in. If BC taps,
you know, if he does that,
to the hair.
If BC taps, he's doing it on his own record. He's got the ropes. If BC taps, I'm going to tell you this right now. That's him telling that he quits, that he gives his hair up. You don't want to be the guy having to tap out to anything in a match like this. Imagine if you saying, how'd you quit? Well, I tapped out.
Well, and I gotta imagine, Code, that with knowing what's on the line, BC might not. I mean, that arm could very well get broken tonight. BC might refuse to tap out altogether just to save his hair.
You know, in BC, a lot of people call him bad name, call him dumb, call him stupid. But I mean, that was a very smart move getting over that rope. I'm telling you right now that. I mean, the tide's turning for these two guys right here. This is make it or break it time for either one of them. Well, I wonder what he would look like with that shaved head, though. And I think he's popping his shoulder back into place.
Oh, my. Well, we might find out what he looks like with a shaved head, but I think BC's wasting too much time allowing Jerome Daniels to regain his senses a bit.
I don't know if you were noticing how he went over to the ring post to pop his shoulder back in, and now he's just using that pain to fuel him.
Daniels ducks under a clothesline. Nice forearm. Takes the money man off his feet. Another clothesline.
You see that? I mean, the delivery of that was almost like Peyton Manning throwing a football. We'll see if it cost him in the end also.
Daniels went for that power slam. BC held on to the ropes and now just...
There he is. Look at him. Going in at it.
Forearm after forearm.
You get to the 5, but the close...
Wait a second.
Be a factor.
Our MMA fans out there know this is a go-go plata.
Is it hooked? Is it hooked, Cody?
I believe it is.
Wait a minute. BC's too big.
Wait, Daniel's shoulders were down. He was forced to break the hold.
The intelligence BC is showing tonight is showing me that this man is in to end Jerome Daniels, and I got to agree with the guy. I mean, the guy's a thorn in his side. They're both thorns in each other's side. One's got to go.
Knee to the midsection.
But they're putting on one brilliant match tonight. I'm telling you, I'm impressed with both of them. I mean, Jerome Daniels almost had that locked.
What a forearm!
Did you hear that? It was resounding throughout this arena right now. I mean, the fans were reacting to it. I had to take off the jacket. I'm actually burning up right now. This is exciting. Whoa!
Nice axe handle to the face. Cover.
Oh, wow. I was really thinking that was it. Remind me to ask Jerome Daniels what that fist tastes like. Knowing BC, probably a hamburger.
The crowd solidly behind Jerome Daniels.
Crowd is getting behind this when they're not wanting to see Jerome leave. But I actually think they don't want to see his hair gone either, if you ask me. I mean, that kid over there is yelling, "Leave his hair! Leave his hair! It's Christmas, sir!"
Wait a second.
And that's exactly what I was warning you about earlier.
The referee just got caught in between Jerome Daniels and the turnbuckle.
We need to get stronger referees.
Is BC with that?
Getting knocked out a lot around here.
BC with that splash in the corner, taking out both Daniels and the referee.
Well, you know what I say, Cody.
What do you say, Code?
No ref, no rules.
Well,
hey, Hawk, go give him a chair. Go give BC a chair.
It's a good point, but you got to wonder, I mean, what's going through the mind of both BC and Daniels right now with, like we've said, so much on the line.
You know, right now, undoing a turnbuckle, probably finding a chair. I mean,
of course you would.
Well, I'd have to. I mean, that's a big dude to take down. Both of them are really good athletes and
disaster kick out of nowhere.
And obviously brutal toward each other. There's no love.
Daniels with the cover, but there's no ref, Code. If the referee was conscious, BC would be on his way to getting his hair cut.
Give me a shirt. Give me a shirt. No shirts?
No, we don't have any shirts.
Wait, there's no shirts left?
No, there's.
Man, I would have totally got in there.
I believe there are some nice Scott Murdoch shirts for sale.
There are Scott Murdoch shirts. I also grabbed me a show stealer one earlier.
But look at it. Daniels trying to wake up the official. I mean, that splash in the corner took the air out of our referee, Dave Miller.
And look at that, a punch right to the kidneys. That's what they call a rabbit punch in boxing. It's very illegal and very effective.
Power slam into the turnbuckle.
Still work. I mean, you may have seen that he didn't
cover. Referee back up. Only a 2 count.
I don't know if you noticed this or not, Cody, but what he didn't actually go for the back into that turnbuckle. He's going for those ribs, those hurt ribs of Jerome Daniels. The Jerome Daniels that took a spear, a Jersey spear, right off the bat in this match. The man who won't die, apparently, Jerome Daniels. And it's got to be frustrating BC right now. He should have taken a little bit more opportunity with the ref being out.
So you're saying he should have cheated?
Whatever you call it. You call using a cheat code? Probably, but does it make the game more effective? Yes, it does.
Look at it. BC with Daniels up on his shoulders. And nowhere to go but chicken. Down. Wait a second. Daniels with the armbar.
That was one hell of a reversal.
BC tapped out. BC tapped out.
BC is just giving up his hair.
We're going to see a haircut, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this, but good for Jerome Daniels, man. Good for Jerome Daniels.
MPX fans, rest easy. Jerome Daniels is going nowhere.
You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, Cody. This is a new era for Jerome Daniels. A new era for BC. One's going to face with humiliation. The other's going to be faced with a new purpose.
Well, the only thing leaving MPX tonight is BC's hair. And he's got a lot of it to cut off. Let's get the barber shears out here.
Let's hear it for both these gentlemen. That was one hell of a fight.
Do we got somebody from Pro Cuts here?
I don't trust those guys. You got to sign in. I usually like to have a computer thing.
I mean, I'll be the first to let BC know hair is very overrated.
Well, I can tell. $3, right? Is that how much you made your mom pay for it? Is that how much your mom charged was $3 to pay?
Well, look at this. Kate Carroll with the Clippers.
Oh, so now Kate Carroll wants in some of the action, right? I
Maybe
agree with Hawk on something. I mean,
wait,
kind of
Jersey spear. Get out of there. BC went, hit that Jersey spear.
And Jerome Daniels is out again, but you know, BC.
Wait,
trying to stop the big guy.
Wait a second, Kate Carroll's got him by the hair.
She grabbed his hair.
Hold on, Kate, I'm not sure how smart that is.
She pulled his hair.
BC better watch out. That's the general manager.
Now, you don't really expect...
Oh! Disaster kick.
And remind me to ask BC what that foot tastes like.
BC might be knocked out cold.
That's the way to get his hair cut, because there was no other way to stop this man, and I didn't see Franco tonight, so wow. I think we're going to see a good old-fashioned haircutting. I wonder if we can get him a barbershop shave.
That's exactly what we're going to see. We're going to see BC's hair go bye-bye.
And Jerome Daniels, I'm so impressed with this man.